Okay, so today I'm going to be showing another video, and today we are looking at a 4x4 vault door, technically two of them over here. So, there's two different designs, one using slime blocks, one that does not. But this one in general I think is better as it's both more compact and I think it's also faster and generally looks better as it doesn't have these exposed obsidian blocks. So, we'll start with this one. Pretty quick. Yeah, this is actually much quicker than the other one. I don't know why you use the slime block one, considering how quick this one is relative. This one is, you activate it to figure the corner, and then there's a there's a very complicated piece of circuitry down here. It does use, both of them do use quartz and stuff, some odd mechanics here. So, yeah, we can do that. As this is a tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do this. So, for starts, we have a little redstone line here set to this target block in the center there, which then both powers this piston. One thing you may see and wonder what this is, if you're new to Bedrock Edition Redstone or have not seen this mechanic before, this is something that exists and is very useful for me. It's probably actually one of my favorite differences between Bedrock and Java, so that's not something that exists in Java Redstone. You also may be wondering why there's a block down there. That's because a piston pushed it down. But basically, so then here we have those two pistons. These are mirror images, so you can just look at one side to look at the other here. So we have this, which runs to a torch, runs the obsidian block. Obsidian because we have these pistons here, which are both powered by the obsidian block. One thing is that this mechanic works even if the block can't move. Let me get some obsidian here for a second. So this mechanic works even if the block can't move, which means that it's more versatile. However, of course, we need immovable blocks or a lot of blocks in a row to prevent piston from moving, which means that in this case I would point them into each other and make them obsidian blocks. And then we have that powers both into this downward one, which is a torch up into the circuitry of the piston. In that center there is, in the center there where you can't see, there is also two sticky pistons facing the same direction as this one, and there's a piston in the center there, and this one is another piston down there. Well, the pistons here and down there are both the same thing as this. So then we have downward observer, 3 ticks. You can look up here. We have a very simple circuitry up here. That's exact copy. Then we have back to over here. Another thing that runs in from this thing is that one powers this piston, which runs into this block. It also powers this one, which this piston, which you have a redstone torch, runs to redstone here. This is glass because it will also power this piston, which is not ideal. Then we have a 3-tick repeater up here to this block. So have a hopper and then a observer. I don't think it has, you can also, in fact, it's actually a better idea. Use a dropper instead. As droppers cost less and droppers cost less and they have the same effect, so here you can just use the dropper instead. Then yeah, we have this circuit here, and then you can see if we flick it on you can see many things happen. And yeah, then we have, see, the observer runs out and runs up into the piston to make the double extender circuit work. This sector down here took a while for me to figure out, as I need to power the target block. You can power it through either end, it doesn't matter. So when you run it straight there, I think that's probably covers this one. To note, inside the center here is redstone in all 4 spots, which connects all the pistons. and powers the target block. So powering this target block also powers this target block. Make sure the circuits are even. Then we have this pretty quick one, which moves on to this guy, which is, yeah, it sounds cooler. It sounds more musical. That's pretty much the only advantage I think of it. So yeah, so basically, it's a general simpler circuit. So, and also if for some reason you have an issue where you want diagonal here, that is, I don't know, another advantage of this here. That's this one's kind of versatile in where you can put it. But then we have basically the same top as the first one over here. Runs down across into this 3-tick. Runs into this, which powers these 2 target blocks. Powers these 4-tick repeaters. Go down to observers that power these guys, which are in charge of making sure these blocks stay level with the slime blocks in the center there. Just barely see, well, it's better to see from underside. There's 2 of these, 2 observers here, 4-tick repeaters, block, 3-tick, 4-tick, 4-tick, and then same, and that situation is repeated here. The main difference between this side is that in this side, there is also an observer attached to the back of the slime blocks. And then we have 2 obsidian. The obsidian blocks are necessary to prevent sticking those. And these 2 obsidian blocks here are designed here. So then basically you have 3 redstone dots on there. And then we have a dropper with 1 item in it. A dropper without an item. Then we have a redstone torch, and then runs out. So then that was my solution to figure out how to transfer the signal down without expanding it even further. The main thing is that I think this one's in general a better design. More compact, quicker, and looks better in general. Pretty much the only advantage of this one is if for some reason you have a real issue with the corner piece, as that is not really resolved by this, as a decent amount of this circuit is still necessary. But then this circuit pretty much is only needed on one end. So yeah. And then it just runs through 4 redstone dots in the bottom. So I think that covers both of them. So bye, see you in the next video.